This is more than an embarrassment. It's disgusting. Zelenskyy is Jewish who lost family in the Holocaust. The Ukrainian Defense Minister, Rustem Umerov, is a Muslim Crimean Tatar who was born in the gulags. I'm angry that this liberal incompetence is playing right into the hands of Russian disinformation. Due to the liberals' negligence, the government is eroding support for Ukraine against Russia's illegal invasion. So will the Prime Minister accept responsibility for embarrassing Canada and undermining Ukraine on the world stage?
The Honourable Government House Leader.
Mr. Speaker, as a descendant of a Jewish Holocaust survivor, this is something that is profoundly disturbing and upsetting to me, as it is to everyone in Canada whose family has been impacted by the Holocaust, and indeed everyone around the world. It is not lost on me that the President of Ukraine is Jewish, who also suffered the same way as my family did. But I will reiterate to the member opposite, this was not the government's decision, and we had no prior knowledge for this. It was a decision made by the Speaker of the House. He has apologized. We are all owed that apology because it was profoundly embarrassing.
The Honourable Member for Selkirk Interlake Eastman.
Ukraine has survived multiple genocides at the hands of both the Soviets and the Nazis. The Holodomor, the Holocaust, the Siglerneck of the Crimean Tatars. So it's shocking that a self-professed Nazi was allowed into this chamber by the Liberals and officially recognized by the Speaker during the state visit of the President of Ukraine. The Liberals abdicated their duty of care responsibilities to President Zelenskyy during his state visit. So will the Prime Minister officially apologize to President Zelenskyy for his incompetence and indeed apologize to all the people of Ukraine?
The Honourable Government House Leader.
Mr. Speaker, as I have stated, I think that episode on Friday was one of profound embarrassment for parliamentarians and for all Canadians. As has been stated clearly, the Parliamentary Protective Services did all of the required security protocols to ensure the security of the event. However, neither the government nor the Ukrainian delegation was aware this individual would be present in the gallery, nor that he would be recognized until such a time as the Speaker did that. The Speaker has made that public and clear, and we were owed and received.
The Honourable Member for Charleswood St. James, Assiniboia Headingley.
On Friday, a Nazi received a standing ovation in this House. Today is Yom Kippur. The Jewish community, my community, is horrified. Only one office in the country is responsible for vetting visitors to this place, the Prime Minister's office. When the Ukrainian President, a head of state, addresses this House during a time of war, the Prime Minister's office is responsible for security. Full stop. This scandal is entirely on the Prime Minister's office. Did they vet this Nazi and not care, or not vet him and are completely incompetent?
The Honourable Government House Leader.
Mr. Speaker, as a Canadian of Jewish origin, I've shared very clearly with this House on several occasions how disturbing this event is for me personally, but I also know for Canadians who are Jewish right across this country, and particularly today on Yom Kippur, the holiest day in the Jewish calendar, the Day of Atonement, as we prepare for the new year. This is particularly disturbing. However, I do have to correct my honourable colleague in the sense that the government was not aware that this individual was invited. It was completely the prerogative of the Speaker. It was his decision, and we need to make sure that the facts remain on the table. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah, very good.
The Honourable Member for Charleswood St. James, Assiniboia Headingley.
Shame on that member and that government for not taking responsibility. The Prime Minister has the massive security apparatus of the state at his disposal, and yet a Nazi was honored in this place. I can't believe I'm even uttering these words, Mr. Speaker. Canada has been embarrassed around the world. Shame on this government for bringing shame on this chamber. My late grandparents are turning in their graves. A simple Google search would have revealed this person's background. And so again, did they vet this Nazi and simply not care, or did they not vet this Nazi and are completely incompetent?
The Honourable Government House
Mr. Speaker, I would again ask the honourable colleague to stick to the facts, because we know, and he knows, because you have stated publicly and in this chamber that it was your decision to invite this individual, your decision alone to recognize him in the chamber. We were all caught off guard on Friday. Everyone in this chamber stood because we trusted the Speaker to know who this was, but at the same time, we must all take this seriously, and we must not politicize this. Communities are hurting, and we need to be there to be united at this time. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.